to the draw. Right at the bottom, there's the bottom of the top half. Shang and Zheng, you would think, the likely opponents in the quarters.
Please welcome the players from Japan, Mayo Matsumoto and Wakana Nagahara, and their opponents from England, Chloe Birch and Lauren Smith.
So players on their way ahead of this last 16 women's doubles. Two loving the head-to-head to the Japanese pair. Last meeting, though, was 2.5 years ago.
We will serve. Lauren will serve. Do will serve.
Well, the English pair obviously will have the crowd support, but they've got a big ask here against Matsumoto and Nagahara. They're ranked 11th now. They have been up at the top of the shop. That was initially in April of 2019. Twice world champions, 2 bronze medals in the World Championships since then, including last year. Got to the quarter-finals in the Olympics on home soil. We look at Nagahara, who's 27. They're both 27. The two Japanese won this tournament 2 years ago. They beat the defending champions and their fellow countrywomen, Fukushima and Hirota. They got to the final here as well in 2019. And they had a bit of a battle with Pearly Tan and Tina Lithuan in the first round. Came through in 3 games in the end. And on the other side of the net, the English pair of Chloe Birch and Lauren Smith. Ranked 59, they had been up as high as 12. And that was actually only just over a year ago. It wasn't that long ago. But it will be a very tall order, you suspect, for Birch and Smith against such a decorated pair. There's Lauren, 31 now. Got to the final of the Commonwealth Games here in Birmingham 6 months ago, these two. It was actually Lauren's 3rd straight Commonwealth Games medal with a 3rd different partner. And of course she's a very experienced mixed doubles player too. She's won 6 titles with her partner Marcus Ellis. There was their first round result. We actually covered that match, and second game was a little nervy, even though it looks straightforward, 35 minute straight games, but could easily have lost that second game. First impressions then of this match, Chris. On paper, for Birch and Smith, it looks a very tough assignment.
No, it does, definitely. I think the rankings that both pairs are currently ranked, I'd say, are not true. The English ladies have, they had a short break where they didn't play together, and then Lauren picked up an injury, so they are kind of restarting their partnership, but they had a long duration where they didn't play together. So them being, the girls being ranked 59, I believe, at the moment is a long way off their level, as in they're much better pair than 59. But the Japanese, wow, they are a fantastic pair, and as you highlighted, they've been world #1. They've won this tournament. They've won the World Championships twice. They are one of the very, very, very best pairs in the world, and you know, they took out a very informed Malaysian pair in the first round. So it is a big ask for the English girls, but home crowd, if they can stick with the Japanese, maybe the Japanese will get a bit nervous, but it's going to be tough for the girls, being the last English, you know, chance and hope in the tournament.
Ladies and gentlemen, on my right, Matsumoto and Nagahara, Japan. And on my left, Birch and Smith, England. Smith to serve to Matsumoto. Love all. Play.
So can they stay with the Japanese pair early? Smith and Birch.
Service over. 1 love.
Oh, well, this is interesting. Position them when serving. I have not seen that before. I wonder if that's going to continue in the match or if that's a one-off.
Service over. 2-1.
Shot. Crowd enjoyed that, and so did she.
That's really good from the English girls, and this is the thing that they're going to have to kind of commit to. They're going to have to understand that it is going to be, you know, a tough contest out there, as in they're going to have to work so hard. They can't force the rally at the wrong time. They're going to have to work the rally, as they did there. And that was very, very, very good rally from the English girls. Slightly short lift there from Chloe, and then puts them in a bit of trouble. And this is the thing, the girls had to work so hard to win the point they won, and then this point, Japanese didn't have to work nearly as hard to win the point. I think these are kind of going to be the rallies that tell how the game's going to go. And again, she's serving it. This is such a unique, yeah, it's so different.
You know why she's doing that?
I can only fathom possibly she's feeling uncomfortable serving, so they're almost standing side by side when she's serving. She's serving so deep. That's a brilliant shot, incredible placement there. She's quite a tall player, and she does have phenomenal angles, and here, if we get to see this again, the placement and the angle that she puts on the shuttle. Yeah, look at that. I think it's even clipped the tape as well. That's the perfection.
5'10" she is, Matsumoto.
Service over. 4-5.
Just the wrong shot there from Chloe, but it's great anticipation from Wakana. Plays this and it makes the move to cover the straight there, and then it goes there, and then it's quite an easy interception. And again, I mean, I've never seen this. Literally standing side by side and then just doing a, I don't know what you want to call it, like a high serve, as it were. Now this is where I'd like to see the English girls try and anticipate this, and I would like to see Chloe make an obvious move to stand considerably further back. Because so far the only serves we've seen have been high serves. We haven't seen a low serve, and again, but Chloe for me just stood too far forward. English girls ended up winning the point, but it's a very unique service stance.
5-7.
Yeah, and they know what's coming. As you say, because every single one has been the same, much.
And that's where they need to well, if I was their coach, I'll be advising them to try and make Nagahara feel more and more stressed on her serve. I'd definitely say it feels slightly warmer in here, and I'd say it's playing slightly differently to previous years in regards to it's so integral to get the lift, because we're seeing a lot of rallies shorter with people struggling to defend because people are hitting it harder just because it's quicker. Now the English girls, just a few mistakes creeping in here. Again there, they're just, Japanese just putting the English girls under enough pressure, and you can see the coach behind the court signaling you want to be playing it to one side to the other, one side the other, putting them in trouble. If you trap a player, as the English girls got trapped then, it's so difficult to get the shuttle away. Wow, that was massive.
11-5.
We could hear that echoing from back here, and we're a long way away from the court. She hit that so hard. Yeah,
Stays hit when Matsumoto hits. So 11-5 then at the mid-game break. Coaches are on. Afraid my Japanese isn't up to much, but if we're lucky, we might hear what Julian Robertson's saying to the English pair.
Just commenting, I think the speed gun caught that at 383 kilometers per hour, which is that's a big smash.
Let them find an angle. Really simple defence. All right, if they're coming in, then we can go over again if we need to.
Court 1, 20
Sometimes on your
seconds.
back is on the pool.
Court 1,
I mean,
20 seconds.
It's when it's returned. Yeah? When we're in the
Change. Hey! 11-5. Play.
For me, that's the one the girls have to be so careful of, because they're trying to re-lift off the smash, but this is what the Japanese want. You can see her moving off the net, and then she intercepts it, and that's so steep. It's what the English girls have to be so careful of, trying to re-lift in that situation. For me, they've got to push it straight.
Well, just starting to feel the heat out there a little bit. The two English girls are under non-stop pressure, basically, from the Japanese. Pretty easy put away for Nagahara at the net.
What defense from the Japanese. And this is the challenge. Lauren played an incredible shot in there where she somehow got on net cord from being in trouble. The lift from the Japanese was short and the English had attack. And this is where Lauren's putting so much pressure on. I don't know how the Japanese are getting that back. But then as soon as the Japanese get a chance to attack here, now, this one here, it's a massive smash. And this is where the English girls are just struggling. Because they're not doing a lot wrong where the Japanese are, at the moment, a level above. Great pressure there from Lauren.
6-14.
And I would say we're seeing the Japanese playing at a level similar to obviously back when they were at their very best. They're looking very good so far in this game.
Service over. 15-6.
Really deceptive return there. Right, and again, this stance. So, where's Chloe going to stand? For me, still too close. Every time. That's absolutely brilliant there from Matsumoto. But for me, this is where Lauren's got to almost stand 2 foot, 3 foot back. That is brilliant there. But on the return of serve here, the English girls, they've got to predict that there's a flick or a high serve, whatever you want to call it, coming. Still, for me, I'm struggling to understand why they're returning serve from so close, because every single serve that Nagahara has done has been a flick. But the English girls are still not in perfect balance when they're striking the return. They've got to stand 2-3 foot back.
Well, worth a try, but couldn't execute. And the Japanese closing in here on this opening game.
Fantastic return there from Lauren. Great bit of deception, just held it last second, pushed it into the corner. The English girls have to keep believing, because now it feels like it's impossible and it is an incredibly tough task. But if they give away too many easy points, it's going to make the Japanese feel more and more and more comfortable. Even the luck is going the way of the Japanese. But I have to say, though, they've barely put a foot wrong, the Japanese girls. They're both playing so well, defending well, attacking well, moving the shuttle around. It's the last thing you want when you're finding the game a little bit difficult, is to go, you know, everything, even the net cords are going against you.
The world conspires, doesn't it, when you're having a bad run under pressure, which they are every single point.
Service over. 9-19.
So Smith goes long, and here are 11 game points for the Japanese pair.
It's unlucky from Lauren there. It's such a difficult situation because you want to keep applying pressure, but in previous points when they kept applying pressure, they weren't getting anywhere. So then you'll try and force it, but by forcing it, you then make the mistake.
They're going to challenge that, and I think I would too if I were one of them, because it was very close to the line, and I think if it has clipped it, it is literally by a very small margin. So may as well have a look. Yeah, it's out by a big margin actually. So that's the game.
Game. First game won by Matsumoto.
21-9, and much for the English pair to ponder during this 2-minute break.
松本がサービスの日で、あれも確かスペースが今見てよ。ちょっと両サイドカバーも大事。自分からサービス右サイド行ってれば、ここサービスでここだけでもちょっと待ってれば、こっちからサービスでこっちだけで待ってれば、中途半端にとこで終わりだから、こっちが両方サイドカバー難しい。一個だけで待ってればね。とりあえず結構ありだから、サイドカバー。
Straight back, no clips, just power straight back and then work it again straight away. Yeah, all right, okay. Take your time now in between the rallies. All right, this is a good end for us now. All right, right, so they didn't miss much on there. All right, and they got initiative on the attack, and it's hard. And we know it's hard to get the level you want. So, yeah. Busy feet, yeah, and like I say, probing into these corners, both up the court. If they go over us, we start again. Yeah, but try to get the shot going below take. All right.
前スマッシュこっちが打ったらロングリターンないからもう前しっかり打ちました。相手連続。僕はドライブで縛ってパンパンプルじゃん。簡単に1回だけで戦術です。1回つらいたいクロスストップ。次だし。
Court 1, 20 seconds. Court 1, 20 seconds. Second game, no ball, play.
So off we go for game 2.
One love.
This is the difficult thing for the English girls there. The Japanese got 2-3 shots back there, which were difficult to get back, but they got them back with such good quality that it probably feels for the English that they can't get through. They're running out of ideas, they're putting pressure on the Japanese and nothing's really happening. And then they make the unforced error. At the moment, the Japanese are almost faultless. We get a replay of how she played that shot. I don't even know. It was like a reverse round the head.
Yeah.
It was like a forehand she played in extreme. What? Oh, she did?
Yeah.
That's even, I mean, it's even better shot because it's even more skill needed to play that shot. The difficult thing is for the English girls now, they're starting to run out of ideas slightly, and then more mistakes are coming in, more doubt comes in. They have to keep believing.
Five.
just on the wrong end of a barrage of winners at the moment, aren't they? Smith and Birch.
And this is the thing. This is, you know, going back to the point you made at the beginning, Trevor. We're talking about one of the very best players in the world who have been world #1, world champions, all England winners. I mean, they're incredible, the two Japanese girls. And at the moment, they're just playing to a very, very high level. Yeah, I mean, look at this. It's gold after gold. I mean, everything they're doing at the moment is perfection. They're looking so calm, so confident. She's making that look easy. That is not an easy shot to play. She's taking it early, but how tight that shot is.
It's a delicious angle. And I mean, you could probably count the unforced errors from the Japanese pair on the fingers of one hand in the match.
Yeah, I mean, I'm struggling to remember any, to be honest with you, and they've nearly been playing for a game and a half, and they've just been so solid, so consistent, and it's horrible for the opponent, for the English girls. There we go, we got one.
And they can feel better.
1-7.
This is a tough thing for the English girls. They're kind of doing the right stuff in the rally, they are. But they're getting nothing from it because the Japanese are so consistent. They're just moving them around. You even saw then a little double action on the lift. And then it results in Chloe playing a clear and the clear just going out. For me, still, the English girls too far forward. They've done well to win the point, but I'd be stood, you know, so far back to make it evident that I think Nagahara's going to flick.
Wide.
That's it. If the English girls can stick with it, the Japanese, although they have played to almost perfection, they will eventually make mistakes, and you have to believe that because it will happen. And we've seen, I think, in the last 3 or 4 points, we've seen 2 unforced errors, which we hadn't seen many of at all. It's a difficult thing, lifting from that end for the English girls. It is tough, and we've seen already if 2 or 3 lifts go quite a long way out.
So a huge lead for Matsumoto and Nagahara as they go to the mid-game interval. Just seems like a matter of when now rather than if they confirm their place in the quarter-final. 11-3 at the mid-game break.
Just to give us that chance to get in straight away. Yeah? And on the return of serves, we've still got to be brave. If we need to sometimes play a double lift return, we play a net return. Yeah? Especially to her when she's serving, because she's serving tight. Yeah? All right? So play around with it a bit, right? Experiment now on this end, but again, it's really important we try to get the shuttle above the table.
11-3. Play.
the biggest thing for the English girls is
3.
they are finding the game very difficult because the Japanese are playing so well. But the big problem is now the English girls are doubting absolutely everything they're doing.
Yeah.
And this is what happens. As soon as doubt creeps in, as soon as doubt enters your mind, you doubt whose shot it is, which shot to play, where do I move to, am I doing the right thing, and all this doubt just plays on your mind, which stops you from playing the right shot, from doing the right thing, and from believing in yourselves. And this is what the English girls have to try and get rid of. And it's not easy to do because the Japanese are playing incredible.
Get ready. Service over. 13-4.
And this is why, for me, with Nagahara's serve, she's played incredible throughout the match. But it feels like she's feeling uncomfortable on her serve, but I don't think they're making her feel uncomfortable enough.
Then service over. 5-14. Service over. 15-5.
Wow, that was out by a massive margin. That shows they're human, because there have been so few mistakes from either of these women.
Service over. 16-6.
And that's a tough situation where the Japanese are putting pressure on the English girls, and then it's so tough for the English girls to get it away.
Literally in the firing line, and they have been for the last 27 minutes, but I suppose the good news for them, it's not going to last much longer.
For me then, that was much better from Lauren, because she stood further back, she was ready, and then from the return of serve, the English were putting a lot more pressure on the Japanese, and they eventually got through, and they have to believe they can get through. Because we have seen it at times, but the Japanese do have an incredible defense. So the thing with a bit of variation, the English girls can get some points. A little bit too much of what they've done was a bit predictable for the Japanese. And all of a sudden, it's so strange, the momentum seems to maybe be just slowly changing. This is where the English girls, they have to keep believing. There's still a big deficit, but they have to keep believing. It's the right idea, though, from the English girls, and it's much better. You can see a little bit of the doubt that they were having at one point. A little bit of it's gone, because they had that nice little run. I think they won 4 out of the 5 points we previously had.
Yeah, didn't quite manage to get into double fingers in the first game, so it'll be one target for them. At least they've achieved that.
Great return there from Chloe, put it in a really awkward spot.
Service over. 18-10.
I would say this rather unique tactic from Nagahara on the serve. It's actually proving quite effective because by attacking, you're almost opening your partnership up and it's putting the English girls in trouble.
Yeah, I see it in the... didn't cover their first game, so I don't know if she was doing it then.
I think she was also, but I didn't know if it was a tactic just for the game, but I think it's full stop going to happen.
So after just half an hour, here are 10 match points for the Japanese pair.
I feel like on that shot, Lauren was doing the right thing. She's just tried to play too good a shot, but she's doing that because when she hasn't played a very good shot, the Japanese have put them in trouble.
Well, a bit of a lesson for Birch and Smith, to be honest. 21-10 in the second game. Just half an hour on court was all it took. And Mayu Matsumoto and Wakana Nagahara, very impressive, booked their place in tomorrow's quarter-final.
Thank you.
So, confirming the final scoreline, 21-9, 21-10. Very straightforward for Matsumoto and Nagahara. Now, when we come back, we're going to put the emphasis on singles. It'll be our first singles match today in the women's singles draw, and it'll feature the Thai Lalinrat Taiwan against Gregoria Tunjung of Indonesia. welcome back to the Utilita Arena. And just to mention that our app, the Badminton For You app, is available for download now. Absolute must for all true badminton fans. So much you can do there. Follow the stats of matches in real time, live scoring, the latest and the best videos as well on the Badminton For You app. So 3-2-love victories so far on day 3 on our show court. And we're going to concentrate, as mentioned, on the singles for the first time today. Women's singles it is, to be precise. Laninrat Chaiwan of Thailand taking on Gregoria Tunjung of Indonesia. Here's where everything fits in. So the winner of this looks like probably have the dubious privilege of playing Chen Yufei tomorrow in the quarters.
Singles from Thailand, Laninrat Chaiwan.
You can see 4 courts still in action here.
Gregoria Mariska Tunjung.
Obviously they will whittle down till we're left with just the one on Sunday for the 5 finals. So players and officials on their way.
Let's hear it for the players on the Minoru Yoneyama courts. In the women's singles, Laninrat Chaiwan of Thailand and her opponent from Indonesia, Gregoria Mariska Tunjung.